Today we'll be concluding this chapter on the means, satsang, and practice. So let's offer our prayers in the beginning. Okay. Daaji says, top of the Brahmarandra pleasant was attained by the name potent. Shines there the sun of seven colors. Hear the sweet violin and rejoice. Bathe in the Manas lake divine. Know the flight and the way of the swan. Washing the dirt and vice of this age, become pure as the sage. Separating the milk from water, become the swan of the highest order. Okay. Top of the Brahmarandra pleasant was attained by the name potent. All these journeys beyond Sahasradal Kamal actually happens only with the grace. And this is expressed in very different way by Lalaji Maharaj. He says, these higher attainments beyond Sahasradal Kamal are attained by the name potent, means by the grace of the highest. We cannot achieve it through our works. It is in the state of absolute surrender. What Babuji Maharaj now and then refers to such a state as prapanna state. And when in such a state of saranagati, in such a state of acceptance and submission, where one has also surrendered the spiritual progress itself, in fact, one does not even strive anymore because he has absolutely surrendered. There is no desire of whatsoever, be it spiritual progress or material progress. So the master becomes helpless. That this abhyasi is so surrendered and he has no idea of progress also, no desire for progress in both the worlds. Then it becomes incumbent upon the master to look after such a person, and it is with his grace that after prapanna state we progress. Shines there the sun of seven colors. Here Lalaji Maharaj is referring to 7 rings of splendor that one can perceive from a distance, which is also reflected in our mission's emblem, the rising sun. Satyapad. Satyapad is after Brahmarandra. Shines there the sun of 7 colors. Hear the sweet violin and rejoice. It is only when we have surrendered and the grace of the Master, Lalaji puts this grace as because of the name potent. And when you hear the sweet violin and rejoice, he says, it is when all other voices and sounds subsides. Only then you are able to hear the divine music, divine melody. Your own personal music has gone. It also means that in such a state, Abhyasi becomes so moderate. In his the strings of his own personal musical instrument, the heart also becomes finely tuned with the ultimate. So heart also creates a music resonating with the divine. Bathe in the Manas lake divine, know the flight and the way of the swan. Manas lake divine, which is infinite, that's where the journey continues in the central region. Babuji Maharaj describes that, he's swimming in that infinite ocean in front of whom his Lalaji is guiding him, taking him, following. So bathe in the Manas like divine, know the flight and the way of the swan. Way of the swan is very significant here. We'll come to that in a moment. Washing the dirt and the vice of this age. This we have to take it as our samskaras and tendencies. Become pure as the sage. Having gotten rid of this dirt, we become pure as the sage. Separating the milk from water, become the swan of the highest order. Having attained such a state, I think you are endowed with a complete sway over your mind, where you are able to discriminate things. And the symbol for pure discrimination, Paramhansa, is given to this. That symbol is given in the form of a swan. It is said that swan can, if water and milk is mixed, the swan will be in a position to separate milk from water. How difficult it can be to separate milk from water, because both are liquids. It's extremely difficult. You see, it's like mixing Coca-Cola and water and say remove water and separate the Coca-Cola. No one can do it. Anyway, so such is the highest state where purity prevails, and because of the purity of the heart, where there is no desire, where there is lack of ego or absence of ego, you are becoming pure discrimination, you are becoming pure resonance, you are becoming pure in every sense. Thank you all for listening. We'll join you again on 2nd February, celebrating Lalaji's birthday at 7 a.m. India times. And once again, we'll join celebrating Basant for 3 days, virtual Bandara. Thank you.